and Andrea. I almost killed her. I ripped out her jaw.
Yeah, that was pretty
crazy.
intense.
This is a tough way to start the session. But, whoa! Hello! Welcome to today's episode of What's the Word, where we talk about the latest and greatest on our D&D campaign, Mythic Wyrd. Today I'm Jayce Travayo, aka Jalal Jamal, and this is...
I play Daario, but I'm Cody Jenner.
And I play Silver, and I'm J. L. Hush.
And today we're going to talk about how I almost murdered the party.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Jeez. So, first things first, Daario, how did you feel going berserk on Jayce, pretty much?
I felt pretty good. I feel like... I felt...
You felt like all the anger, everything you wanted to say had finally came out.
Yeah,
be honest.
That felt good. But there was a point in time where I'm like, I'm doing so much damage that if I kill Jayce, I'm going to look like such an asshole.
Well, from my perspective, I almost killed Father Bell, Drea, and almost you as well.
Yeah.
So that was pretty wild, but it was a lot of fun.
Sure, you mutilated her face though. Like,
yeah,
she's not gonna get over that anytime soon. So that's gonna be a very rocky relationship, I reckon, going forth.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Yeah, see what happens. Hey, I got a question for you actually. Did you know that was gonna happen before the session?
Nah, I had no idea.
He just threw that on you.
Yeah, it just sort of happened. Obviously, I had taken a few Nighthawk points, so. I knew there was a chance that it could happen.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it to happen in that way.
Yeah. I mean, what crazy way to do it when we're all trapped. And
Yeah, our DM's insane.
Yeah.
Help us.
And just the way it happened.
Yeah.
Because everything was fine. You're a little bit angry and then...
Oh, he started climbing up a wall at first.
Yeah.
Which was like, Yeah,
it was a lot of fun to play though, because when me and Abes were creating Jayce, we sort of said from the start that there's a high chance that he's probably going to end up going crazy at some point or turning Nighthaunt at some point. So it was really cool to see like how Abes portrayed it and then sort of play off of it and then vice versa. But yeah, it was pretty fun just to let it all out there and go freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, Silver, you had a pretty tough choice too, because obviously...
Yeah.
I was one of the people you cared most about in the party.
Yeah.
And I was going crazy killing everyone else in the party. So what led you to do what Silver did in protecting Jayce?
Well, it was not the fact that, you know... It was a couple of things. Like, first of all, like, Silver is... This is kind of like a foreign place for him. He had friends, and his friends obviously betrayed him, and he doesn't really have much. All he has is, pretty much Cheveos, and they're a long life friend, like a long-term friend. And so he couldn't let that happen. But it was more to that, actually. It wasn't the fact that, because you were berserk, you were out of hand. And it wasn't the fact that, you know, Daario was retaliating. It was the fact that how hard he was retaliating. Like,
he was freaking natural 20s.
He was going for the kill. Yeah.
I had to. In my defense,
like, I knew we had to subdue you, but not like that.
Yeah.
So that's where Silver, was thinking during that time.
Right, so you were thinking just to like pacify him almost.
Yeah, well, that's when he had the intention to boot off Daario, he was going to try to grapple you down, even though, like, I don't think that would have worked. Yeah. But what else could you do in that situation, you know? It was a very weird situation.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, and we can't forget that you got a soul back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's cool how it happened, how he got it back and then died straight away.
Yeah.
I actually love that happened. But the scene that Abes did with Jayce and his friends, I think was pretty cool. In showing like Jayce's perspective on where he goes from here.
Yeah. and we saw a glimpse of a season 2 character there for a second as well.
Oh yeah,
Good old Athos.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That was good.
Yeah,
I did like though how the DM gave Jayce a choice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking beforehand, before Jayce saw that Dante was alive, like, I was thinking Jayce really doesn't have anything left. Like, so if Jayce didn't see Dante before he died, I feel like there would have been a higher chance that he would have chosen just to stay dead.
Do you feel like your parents is not a strong enough pull considering what has happened to the last encounter you had with them? Or
it's a big pull for Jayce, but
it is.
For Jayce, like, obviously his head was messed up, turning Nighthorn and things like that, and it was just sort of filling with negative thoughts.
Yeah.
On top of that, you know, his mum's crazy, his dad could be dead, his uncle, he, as far as he knows, was dead.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really anything for him. Like, all his friends were dead, his city was burnt, his home was burnt. Like, he would have just been him, his mum who was crazy, and then potentially his dad. But for him, he's like, does he really want to see his family broken, sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is, like, you play Jayce so well, but I think sometimes we forget that Jayce is like, what, 16?
17.
17. Yeah. Like, everything that he's gone through would break or destroy any 17-year-old.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It was fun going berserk and stuff. But yeah. So what do you think Daario and Jayce's relationship is going to look from here on out? Because Jayce doesn't remember that you stabbed him or you killed him, but everyone else knows.
I feel like it's going to be awkward in the fact that Daario did almost kill you. But obviously, now that you've got your soul back and the dangerous part of you has left, it'll more just be Daario might distance himself from you just out of shame and guilt.
Yeah, and I think there's like that moment has, like, I reckon, impacted everyone. For, like, I don't know how Silver is going to react in the future as well.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot has happened.
It got pretty tense.
It got really
like,
tense,
just with us, especially in that moment as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see.
I mean, Silver's intention was to cut you down at one point. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, with my rolls, it would have been tough.
Yeah. I mean, that's 4 critical 20s.
Yeah.
So,
I'd like to take credit for my gameplay, but the dice, I feel like, made it.
I feel like that's the beauty of D&D, because, like, you can try to, like, put an outcome, but it's purely sometimes the dice rolls that makes it the epic moment. Even the natural ones, it's still an epic moment in a different way.
100%.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
But
oh yeah, go ahead.
Something else happened in that episode. We never got to meet Skrillex.
Yeah.
That was...
Rest in peace, Skrillex.
Yeah.
You guys, there's... I'm not going to say much, but there's a lot of stuff that Abe showed me in last session that is really, really freaking cool. I don't know if you guys will ever find out about it.
Oh, we gotta have to tell us eventually.
No,
it sucks.
No spoilers allowed.
Look at the audience members; they're all begging for it.
I just see a camera.
It's pretty much me. I'm gonna be honest.
But what would be cool? Sorry, just quickly. If we don't ever see it in the campaign, and it's past the point, maybe what's the word on that?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Like a retrospective sort of thing.
And,
let us know if that's what you want to see.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, and I'm so curious on what Bjorn did behind the scenes as well. I mean, I still can't work out how he got not only your soul back, but all the children's souls as well. And from when our last couple of episodes, it was a soul for a soul to swap out in the painting. So I don't think he's...
Loophole, baby!
Yeah, I think he found a loophole, which... I don't know how we did it.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, props to Ahmed. That's sweet. But, because what Bjorn did was freaking awesome, man. You'll find out about it. You might find out about it. It's going to be pretty soon. Good job. Thanks. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like that is very beyond though, like, because if he had to choose like between one soul for one person, Bjorn would just mess it all up and just save everyone.
Oh, he'll find a way. Yeah. If there's two options, he would force a third somehow, and that's what I've noticed about Bjorn as well. And he's aged. What's that about? Like,
yeah, I feel like we need to watch the Word with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're supposed to be talking about you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, are we?
We're just talking about the episode.
Yeah, we're talking about the episode.
Just the last episode, which is like probably one of my favorite episodes so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
100% definitely one of mine. We mentioned it a lot afterwards, but we have to bring up just the symbolism throughout the episode. So things like when you attacked Father Bell with his book.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was deep.
that was pretty nuts. Yeah, that was very nuts.
Yeah, it was fun because like it's interesting because I feel like Jayce, when he didn't have his soul, split the parties in a lot of situations. Like Father Bell, he split Father Bell with his like faith, because obviously Father Bell, you know, literally like lives to kill undead pretty much, or like it's against his religion or whatever. But on the other side, he feels bad for Jayce being a kid. So it's split Father Bell, and in a lot of other circumstances it's split the party as well, with like you know, Daario hating Jayce at a few different points, and then Silver being friends with Jayce and the Cheveo family. But now that his soul's back together, I feel like it's also kind of symbolic of bringing the whole party together as well. Because obviously we ventured out to do this thing, we've done this thing, now it's like, I don't know, I feel like this is where we really come together, sort of thing. Like, yeah.
I'm curious, as something else I'm curious of, actually, now that you got your soul back, is that, you know, this is all spectacle and stuff, but is retaining your soul back, is that something so impactful that's going to change Jayce, as in like personality or more bubbly? It's hard to
or spiritual as well.
Spiritual, so I'm curious in future, Jayce, to see how that's going to be like.
I'm actually really excited to play him as well, because I was talking to Nords, who plays Father Bell, about their relationship after last session, and I was saying, because Jayce has actually seen the Garden of Moor, his faith, like he's probably going to become a lot more faithful and probably spend a lot more time with Father Bell after this, which I think is going to be really cool, because he went from smacking the priest with his own holy book now to, I mean, I don't know if he'll be the most pious kid ever, but I know he'll definitely spend more time with Father Bell.
But, where does Jayce go from now? I mean, now that he's got his soul back and his friends unfortunately can't be resurrected, but they are free from their entrapment. What does he do now?
Well, this is the whole reason that Jayce decided to stay alive, because he saw Dante, and the fact that Dante was still alive almost made Jayce feel like there's a chance that between him and Dante they can sort of pull the family back together. So that's really all that's running through Jayce's mind. He doesn't really care if they go back to being tailors. He doesn't care if he spends, if Dante comes lives with them, or I don't know. It's all about family for Jayce. So
I got a follow-up question to that. So obviously being reunited, it would be amazing, but do you still have any like pent up hate towards the the political aspect of Osamar? Because like you did kill the taxman, that's right. And I'm sure there was another one on your list. You said next you're dead, or I can't remember the exact words.
Daario's auntie.
So I wonder if he's still got that vengeance in him now that he's got his soul back.
I feel like,
good question.
In this, I feel like all of Jayce's whole arc is just about being content with what you have. So I feel like now with him having his soul back, he's like, okay, I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my family. That's all I need, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously he'll still stand up for what he thinks is right, but I think he'll go about it in a different way to what he has previously.
That is very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know, would Jayce still lead a rebellion as well?
I think the other thing Jayce found out in his arc is that he isn't a leader, which is, it was really fun to play, because the thing is he wasn't leading, like he wasn't the leader of the rebellion. He was sort of playing it from the background. So this didn't actually come up in session, but there are a few times where me and Abe's alluded to it, where Jayce would go into the sewers and just paint. The sewers are obviously where the hollows meet. So what Jayce would do is he would pretend to be the painted man and spray up graffiti art of the painted man's, basically sending messages to the hollows. So
that makes so much sense.
Yeah,
there was a lot of hints, but yeah.
So Jayce pretty much used the painted man as like a symbol for the hollows, hence why the masks were done. So interestingly, with the masks, Jayce actually made them in secret and then threw up graffiti art, which is basically like a calling card to the hollows to start the revolution. And at the foot of the painting, he left the crossed out masks.
Did Jayce knew that it was going to get so out of hand in the way that it did?
That's a tough question, because he knew. Obviously, he didn't want it to get out of hand. That wasn't his intention for it to escalate to the way it did. He just wanted to make a change. But like I said, through that whole arc, I think, like through that part of Jayce, I think he figured out that, like, he's not a leader yet. Like, he has good intentions, but he doesn't know how to lead a bunch of people in the right direction.
I mean, that's pretty good for like a 17-year-old tabaxi to pick up on that.
Yeah, so. And that's the thing. I think he could be a good leader of like a rebellion someday, but I don't think, obviously with the Nighthaunt things sort of playing in the background, in the back of his head he was also out for blood, because of that Nighthaunt aspect of him missing his soul, and all of that. But I think Jayce, when he's fully there, like, he definitely wouldn't want that to get out of hand, and I feel like he's got a lot better understanding about himself and how he affects the people around him after that.
I see.
Which is really cool. It was really fun to play.
Yeah, it looked fun to play. I'm not gonna lie, that last session you played it brilliant.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. It was fun to just get pissed off at everyone.
Yeah. I got a question for you actually, Daario. So now you've fulfilled your promise of getting Jayce's soul back. What is he going to do from here? I know that his father is in Malakil's tower, but Heimlich is still here and he is causing trouble to your people. Yeah. So you have a tough choice, I reckon.
Do you even have people anymore?
Oh,
city's burning.
Mostly
Jayce's fault, but
and then all those zombies were leading somewhere. No one knows where they went, really.
Oh yeah.
We know they went to the front lines, but they went past that, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. But yeah, what are you gonna do, man? Are you gonna return back, or?
Well,
there's a lot.
Yeah, it's so hard to plan, because if like, I think Daario's gonna see what his friends want, make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
And he'll see what they want to do, and then I think it's tricky because Daario wants to finish the job, take out Heimlich.
Yeah.
But people are saying that to take out Heimlich, you need an army.
Yeah.
We do not have one.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, Heimlich is like the all-powerful.
Yeah, I don't know if it applies here as well, but I know in the lore of our world that the more souls like people have, the more powerful they become. So I'm not sure if, because these souls have been released, if he's going to be slightly less powerful.
I feel like all those souls that we saw during the the swampy bit, what was that called? I feel like they're all still like Heimlich souls. I feel like he still has thousands of souls, and releasing like
100.
6, 7, 8. I don't know how much he's released.
Yeah, true.
Will make much of an impact.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying if you released all of them, which is 131.
Oh, you know.
Wait.
Yeah.
131.
Painted Man told us.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was.
I thought it was around the 30 mark.
I thought it was like in the thousands.
I mean, 131 paintings there. But in saying that, Jayce could trap souls in his trinkets. So I'm sure Heimlich may have some other necromancers that can do similar things.
True.
But yeah, I mean, what about Silver? Is he gonna? Because obviously Silver had his own ambitions at Malekith's Tower. Is he going to pursue that, or is he going to stick with the Chevaliers?
Silver's has unfinished work to do. And there's two things that's pulling him at the moment. One is Heimlich, and the other one's at Malekith's Tower.
Yeah, okay.
He's got his old gang at the Malekith Tower, and they're up to no good, and he's got a fair idea what's going on thanks to Dante filling him in. And he's lost a lot of his memory. I think it's been said. And I feel like Heimlich is behind that. So he's got a lot of questions, and he wants answers, except for it's very risky.
Yeah, and he's your great grandfather or something like that.
Yeah, and
which is crazy as well.
Yeah, especially that Silver's never really met his father, not once. And his mother abandoned him pretty much when he was just a small child. So this is like...
Maybe you guys can be friends.
No, I wouldn't say friends, but, you know, he's had a lot of in for his family, so, you know, yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Because we know that... I mean, we don't know for sure, but I assume that Heimlich's creating the clones of you. I
have my own hunches. I'm not sure definite as well, but I think that might be it. But there's still something going on at Malekith's Tower. I mean, his 100%. Old gang is protecting something.
Yeah,
like they've got the Daario's dad.
Yeah, like
there's a lot of stuff there.
There's a lot of stuff. I feel like
I think that's the next protocol.
I feel like we won't only find Daario's dad, but we'll find a whole bunch of like Heimlich's goodies there too.
So do you guys think in the current situation with Heimlich coming, are you guys thinking fight or flight? I'm thinking flight.
Yeah. I'm thinking flight 100%. Silver doesn't back down.
Live to fight another day.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he might die here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already started making a new character just in case.
Wow. I know, like I was saying with Jayce, like he's content now. So with him taking out Heimlich, he's kind of like, it doesn't really matter to him that much.
Daario's point of view is he can always come back to this, but he has other stuff to do.
Now, I just remembered this happened off camera since the last session, but a DM had finally leveled us up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, my level up's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because again, I haven't fully decided how it's gonna work, but I've been talking to Abe's, and obviously with Jayce getting his soul back, he might not have access to those supernatural abilities anymore. So it's gonna be interesting. Cool. I'm working on it with him at the moment, but it's gonna be interesting to see what route Jayce ends up going down.
Well, you think like a respec type of thing?
Potentially. Or I think I might just lose a couple of abilities, or like a feat or something and switch it out. But
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. And I was thinking, obviously, with all the training that he's been doing with Sylvanus and Dante, he would probably end up going down a more melee focused route. which I think is going to be really cool.
It will be very interesting to see what that leads into.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, level 10, so we're like halfway there.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, it only took us like, 3 years to get to level 10?
Level 3 to go.
Well rewarded. I feel like he's leveled us up because he just realized how powerful he's got Heimlich and everyone else coming to us. So he's like, yeah, let's just give these guys a level up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like a pity level up before he kills us.
Pretty much. I feel like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else anybody wants to run through real quick? Any questions you guys have, put them down in the comments. We'll be sure to answer them next time. But yeah, if that's it, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you guys next Friday night for episode 32 of 32. Mythic Wyrd.
All right.
Have a good night.
See you guys.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That was very cool. Good job, guys.
Yeah, good job.